We go up to the teller to get the food. We find out that hot dogs and drinks are like $400 million. So the money that we had was only good enough for one hot dog and two drinks. So we got one hot dog, two drinks, and then this was before assigned seating. So we got to sit in the front row because we took our sweet ass time to get to the theater.
Okay.
Because we didn't realize that's why our parents used to rush us. Like, hurry up, go, save the seats.
Y'all learned so many lessons.
Yeah, so many lessons. So many lessons in one day.
I don't know how many lessons
power.
end with you sharing a glizzy with your friend. Like,
wow. I don't know if I want to tell this story.
Top five. All right, what is up, home slices, and welcome to the Sup Media Reviews YouTube channel. I'm your host, Kiara, and today we're trying something brand spanking new. This is the very first episode of our new video series called Top 5. Now, you all may know Sup Media Reviews as an audio-only podcast, but not anymore. Periodically throughout the season, I'll be posting a new Top 5 episode where I'll sit down with one or two special guests and we'll count down our personal Top 5 picks around a fun theme in movies, music, TV, or pop culture. It's all about celebrating the stuff we love, hearing different perspectives, and hopefully sparking some debates, especially in the comments. And of course, we want to hear your list too. For our very first Top 5 episode today, our theme is front row films. Movies so good, we'd sit in the front row, the absolute worst seat in the movie theater, just to experience them on the big screen. Joining me today are two fellow movie YouTubers. First up, we have Kenny from the Kenny Sparks YouTube channel. Say hi, Kenny.
Hey, I'm Kenny Sparks from the Kenny Sparks YT, as Kiara mentioned. I am a YouTuber who just reviews movies, talks movies, does all things movies. So I'm super happy to be here, and I appreciate Kiara inviting me in. I almost lost my train of thought. And yeah, it's been a long hour. So
yeah, for sure. This is our first
it.
time collaborating together, so I'm really excited to hear some of your thoughts live and work with you in real time. And of course, my second guest today is a returning guest, Zach, from the Zach Attack Reviews YouTube channel. Say hi, Zach.
Hey, everybody. I'm Zach. They call me the baby cinephile because I love movies but haven't seen many of them. And I watch and talk about movies every single damn week. So, yeah, I'm glad to do this today.
Yes, I strongly suggest that y'all go and check out their YouTube channels. They are very consistent creators, have very interesting takes on all of their films. So make sure you go and find them. And I'll have the links for you in the description bar. Now, some of you may remember Zach from when he joined me to review Power Rangers last time. So I'm very excited to have him back. And yes, we had a great time. Now, before we jump into our list, let's start with a quick warm-up question. Since today's theme is all about movie theaters, let me ask, what is your top-notch movie candy?
Oh.
I have to say sour gummy worms. That's where it's at for me. You know, I grabbed that $6 pack that should be $2, and I just run with it.
So I'm more of a meal guy. I don't really eat candy, but when I used to, I guess I would say sweet tarts. Okay. I used to like those little sweet tarts. Just pop them in real quick. They're not really sugary, so they don't mess up your hand. Easy to go. Okay.
Are you talking about the chewy ones?
No, the hard ones.
Okay. The chewy ones are real good. Sweet tarts are a little iffy for me personally, especially like the ones in your Easter basket, you know, the chalky ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, nobody likes those.
No.
I don't like chalky candy.
Nah. I get it, though. I actually have mine on display today. Peanut butter M&Ms.
Hey, yo.
Now, peanut butter M&Ms are actually a little harder to find than other M&Ms. Like, people usually go for the peanut ones in the yellow package. But these are like Reese's Pieces on steroids. If you want like a healthier helping of the peanut butter flavor.
Okay.
Is it really? Is it healthier?
Not healthier. I mean like heftier.
Okay.
Like more
Heftier.
more peanut butter like ratio.
Because I was about to give myself an excuse.
Not healthier, heftier helping peanut butter. Okay, cool. So let's move on and talk about our criteria for our top 5. So I want to know how each of you approached picking the things on your list. It's always kind of fun to know the criteria because I feel like the way we rank movies and the way things like work in our brains is really interesting. So I'll start with my criteria for my top 5. I focused on nostalgia, of course, rewatchability, and FOMO because I wanted to pick films that I really enjoyed and maybe missed out on watching in theaters because like maybe I wasn't born yet or I just didn't get to the movie theater to see them or even because the movie actually had never been in theaters before. So what about you guys? I guess we could start with Zach. What was your criteria when you were coming up with your list?
Yeah, I thought about if I'm going to be in the front row, I'm going to have films that either I'm going to have a unique experience with that I didn't get to see in theaters or that I know that is going to have a unique audience reaction. I can't watch a movie that's going to make everyone quiet if I'm in the front row and not really enjoying it myself. And then I thought about films that I know off the back of my head, like things I've seen a lot of times or like my favorite movies. So like it doesn't matter that I'm not seeing everything. I'm hearing it and I'm just enjoying it because it's one of my favorite movies. And then also if it was like super visually pleasing, like if I'm not, and if I'm that close, it needs to have like some really great visuals and it also really strong audio.
Okay, that's pretty good. What about you, Kenny?
Yep, in a similar boat. Like, so every movie I chose, I have a personal connection with. Like, so I wouldn't mind being there. Like, I love this movie. I enjoy this movie that much that being in the front row won't matter to me. I know all the words, so on and so forth. Some of them I know all the words to. Others, they have a visual aspect that would make me want to be that close. So that was kind of what went into it. I can tell you right now, I didn't pick any dramas because as many dramas as I love, there's no reason for me to be that close to Forrest Gump. One of my favorite movies. I don't need to be that close to Forrest. Forrest is cool. Distance, right? Social distancing. So all of my movies have this visual aspect, or I wouldn't mind being there because it's my favorite movie of all time, which one of them is my favorite movie of all time above all other things. So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm eager to hear what y'all picked, and I'm curious if we have any matching across the top 5 list. So we shall see. All right, so we're going to start with doing it one spot at a time. We'll each share our number 5, then number 4, and so on and so forth, okay? So I will kick us off with my number 5 pick, Jurassic Park from 1993.
Ooh, yes.
Now,
yeah, that's a good one.
Right, this is a film that's really near and dear to my heart because it's just amazing. I remember watching it all the time as a kid. Our family is one of those families that like we have a movie and we watch it over and over and run it into the ground. And Jurassic Park was one of those ones for us. It has action, it has monsters that still kind of hold up today too, which I think is fun. This film was also really groundbreaking when it comes to movie effects. And of course, you can learn more about that in Movies That Made Us. They did a really good episode on the making of Jurassic Park. And you can see all the stuff that went into it. But we have great music that like would sound amazing in the theater speakers. We have the roaring of the dinosaurs. I think this would be a great film to experience in, a movie theater on a big screen, even in the front row.
100%.
Okay.
You get that big T-Rex in your face with the Jurassic Park flag falling down. Yeah. That would be great. I noticed like Zach didn't talk about like the things that you could see in that movie for a particular reason, but we don't have to bring that up today.
We will not.
I talked about being a babysitter file, and that is one of my blind spots. I have not seen Jurassic Park, so
it's okay.
Get on that.
It's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay for now. You got 5 business days.
For now. You're on a timer.
For
You
sure.
got to the end of 2025.
I mean, you
Damn.
got
Okay.
time. You got time, okay?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
For sure. Okay, Kenny, tell us your number 5.
My number 5 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
This is a movie that came out, I want to say 22, 23, 22? Was it 22? 2022, 23-ish. Let's just say it's in that range.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going into that theater, and I was actually sitting way too close because I came late. It was a screening kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just blown away by this movie. I actually came like 10 minutes late, too. I was like, whatever. I didn't know what was going on. And then once I got settled into the movie, it was just an amazing time, and so much of the visual aspect of that movie really like just captured me, brought me in. And then you had the family aspect. While all this multiverse weird stuff going on, people biting hot dog fingers and all kinds of different things were happening, and I was just enamored with that movie. And I've only seen it in the theater once, so I would love to see it in the theater again, with just being way too close and seeing the giant donut at the end. It would be great. I would love it.
It was a fun movie. It was a really fun movie. I watched that movie with my mom and my husband and my mom. It was like a little rough for mom.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Everybody I've shown it to in my personal life did not like it nearly as much as I did.
Not surprised.
Same here.
Yeah.
But I think it would be super fun to watch that on a big screen because I think the movie's very colorful and vivid when I think about it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's a great pick. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Zach? Number 5?
So my number 5 is a weird one. This is more of a troll reason I want to see this movie in theaters and not like for enjoyment. So one of my favorite movies from I think the same year Everything Everywhere All at Once came out is called Skinamarink, and I've talked about this film on my channel and other people's channels. It's a very weird, low tech. Looks like it was shot on VHS technology movie where it's a bunch of kids home alone and all the windows and doors disappear. That leads them to outside, so they can't escape the house that they're in, and it's like they're slowly delving into madness. But the way the movie is, it's like an hour and 20 minutes, but it's so repetitive in what's happening. And I remember watching it going like, why was this hyped up so much? But then as the movie went further, it got creepy and creepy because it reminded me of those fears I had as like a little kid being alone at home when my mom might have been at work and you hear those sounds in the house or you thought you saw something at the corner of your eye. They play on that really well because everything's kind of fuzzy. And I think watching that in theater with a bunch of people and seeing them either get up and leave because how slow the movie is or how weird it is would be hilarious, because when the big hype around this movie was about how people walked out of the film or like how people were talking about the film after if they made it all the way through, the conversations people were having sitting in the theater not getting up. There was like one time like everyone was so like, what the hell did I just watch, that the cleaning people had to come and like, you guys got to leave, we got to clean, because they just wanted to talk about it that much because they couldn't believe that they sat and watched this insanity. So I would have loved to be in a crowd and experience that with people, because I've watched some movies that's like, what the hell? Even if I was up front, because the movie is so visually displeasing, I don't really need to see what's going on. I just want to hear how the crowd reacts. So I would have loved to watch this in theaters with a bunch of people.
That would be great. So would you, because you're sitting in the front row, right, and you can't see anybody behind you, would you essentially like turn around in your seat to see people's reactions?
1,000%. I'm going to be annoying whoever's next to me. I'm like, oh yes, that's the reaction I want. There's actually one jump scare in that movie that happens that being that close might maybe piss my pants. But other than that, I think it'll be a pretty chill experience other than everyone else freaking out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that's really interesting. I, of course, haven't seen the movie because I'm not a horror girl, but especially in movie theaters.
I also don't recommend it.
Okay.
I'm not recommending it by saying this.
Right.
It's so niche.
Yeah. You
I almost want to watch it because I've heard how bad it is.
I could I could see that. It's interesting because you're picking it because of the audience experience, less about the movie itself. So I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna rotate. Okay, we're going to number 4. Kenny, let's start with you. What's your number 4 pick?
My number 4 is the very first Avengers movie from 2012. This movie, I remember being so at one point. I saw this movie like 3-4 times in the theater. At one point, this was before you could like schedule or select your seat. At one point, I was sitting not in the worst seat, but I was sitting literally in the aisle in the steps where you had to walk up, because I think it was like 1, 2, and you could not get 2 seats together because the theater was packed. So I was like sitting next to like my friend and just sitting on the steps beside him to watch this movie because I was so excited for it. But yeah, this movie has everything. It has action, it has laughs, it has suspense, it has giant monsters. You have the Hulk hulking out and running through the city. Like that last, being that close to that last battle in New York would be amazing. Just seeing all of it. But even before that, I was thinking about one of the criteria I also had was how long before we get to the good stuff in the movie, right? Because one of the movies I thought about picking was Armageddon, but they don't leave Earth until like an hour and a half into the movie. So I'm just going to be sitting here watching people talk, right? Mm-hmm. You get to the good stuff very quickly in this movie. And then when Loki attacks on the helicarrier, all that stuff that's going on, like you have so much stuff that you can just lock in on, that this movie would be great to watch, right? And it also gives you, weirdly, even though it's only 13 years old, this nostalgia, because things are so different now with Marvel, that it has this weird kind of like nostalgia to it. Thor acts different back then, and Cap is wearing the most ridiculous suit that you've ever seen. So it's like, it's great for that. Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing. When Loki throws Iron Man out of the window and he falls and he's going and he has to connect to the suit, and I would love to see that up close. Like that, I just remember all those moments that made me so happy, because I never thought something like that could happen in movies. And then it happened, and then they kept doing. I never thought that could happen in movies, which is why I picked this one over Infinity War, because I just remember like I just having this love affair with that movie. So yeah, that's my number 4.
I think that's a great pick. I feel like we'll probably see a lot of action movies across our just because the viewing experience for action movies is just like such a big deal. So I think that's a good pick, and it makes sense that you would pick a Marvel movie. I see that. What about you, Zach? What's your number 4?
So in a similar vein, but on the other side of it, I pick Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame was one of the best theatrical experiences I ever had in my life. Unfortunately, I went by myself because my friends got tickets while I was at work, and I couldn't get on to get the tickets at the same time. So all the theater showings on that day sold out. So I ended up having to going the day after by myself, and it was a packed theater. Like there was people sitting on the steps. Like it was insane, and everybody. It was like watching a international football game. How everyone was roaring, cheering, and I would love to experience Endgame again, even if it's in the front row with a bunch of my friends, with people I know. That's like the condition I would love. Like that whole front row is just me and 15 people I know, and we're watching this movie. I've seen it multiple times, so it's not like I'm going to be missing anything being that close. And just those exciting moments of Cap getting the hammer, or Thanos getting his head chopped off, or all these different things that happen throughout that film, or just Iron Man dying. You know, all these different things that happen in the movie that I would just be so excited to see. Yeah. It's 6 years old. Probably longer than that. I would love to experience that with people I know in the front row, back row, middle row, in that corner side where you can't see everything. You got to look at the side of your eye. I don't care where I'm sitting. Just with a bunch of people I know.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I mean, y'all are on the same wavelength with with the movies. So my number 4, the only thing in common with my number 4 is Disney. My number 4 is Cheetah Girls 2.
Bro,
Okay.
I'm with you on that. We talked about our Cheetah Girls love before.
We did. Look, this is the only film that made it to my list that, to my knowledge, actually was never in movie theaters. So I think it would just be cool to get to experience, because I've only ever seen it on, my TV at home or streaming or whatever. And since this is, a Disney Channel movie, like, I love this movie. I've really enjoyed the first one, but the second one really took things up a notch. They're in Barcelona. They're a little bit older. There is love stories. It's a more mature version. Their budget is way higher, so the camera quality is good. There's a lot of color and things to see in Barcelona. And of course, we know that all of their outfits and stuff are really colorful. And even though it's not an action film by any stretch of the imagination, the fact that it's music and dancing enhances like the visual experience.
Yep. It's like a concert.
Right, for sure. Right. So it's vivid, it's colorful, and I feel like I would like to watch this film with other fans to kind of see their experience in who's singing along. Like, I think it would be super fun. And personally, I would like to host a screening. Like, if I knew it was going to be successful, I would rent out a local theater and just be like, Cheetah Girls fans, show up. I think that could be super fun.
Yeah, I'm on the wavelength with you. Like, I would definitely go see Cheetah Girls at the. Disney is missing out not trying to do that. Like, put Disney original films in theaters. If they put Brink in theaters, I'm in there like swimwear. I don't care if I'm in the front row, back row, middle. I'm watching Brink in theaters.
I don't know what that is. What's Brink?
Brink? Oh, it was like a skateboard movie. Oh my God, it was so good. That and Johnny Tsunami. It was like those
Johnny
stereotypical
Tsunami.
Disney. It was like Johnny Tsunami, but skateboards.
Okay.
I'm with you, because if they put The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, which is a triple entendre, in there, I will be there. Like, and I know all the words to that. Yo, Deception. Oh my God. I will be leading the choir. Oh my God. Yes. I will be so there. I could not imagine being there for that. But yeah, that would be great. They need to put that in theaters.
Yeah. I mean, or they could just do seasonal stuff. Like, I really like Halloween Town. If during, October, they do screenings of Halloween Town, or like even Safe House. I really enjoyed Safe House. No, Smart House. There we go. Yeah. Smart House, not Safe House.
Smart House. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, I don't know why, but I'm assuming Return to Jafar wasn't in theaters. That for whatever reason, I'm just assuming
I don't think
because
it sounds
they
straight
usually
to
don't
video.
put sequels in there. Yeah, but it could have been in theater because it was actually really good.
It was really good.
But yeah.
I never saw that one, but okay. Disney, if you're listening, y'all are pissing people off, so you need to get us in your good graces again.
Yep.
Yeah, they losing money right now.
Exactly. For sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's move on to number 3. Zach, you kick us off this time. What's your third pick?
My third pick is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s. This is one of my top favorite films of all time that I've never seen in theaters. I've only seen it at home on VHS, DVD, or streaming probably 17 million times. And I got to tell you, it's really, Kenny knows, I don't rewatch movies often. Like, it takes a lot for me to rewatch a movie. So if I watch you more than twice, that means I love you. Or you have a unique experience. I want to show it to somebody. But for me to sit down and watch it on my own by myself again and again and again, that means I love it. And I would love to see this movie in theaters. It got recently released in theaters, but I didn't have a chance to go because it was like 11 o'clock in the morning and then 8 o'clock at night. One, I'm at work. The other one, I'm too old to go 8 o'clock at night. I'm going to fall asleep. Yeah. So if they could give it a decent afternoon release, I will go to the movies and check this out. I don't care if I get the tickets late and have to sit in the front row. I love that movie. I know all the lines. I know all the moments. I watch that movie every time like I've never seen it before, and I still get emotional. Like, I love it.
Yeah, same.
I've never seen it.
I actually did see it in theaters. Oh, we got to do that. I actually did see it in theaters when they did re-release it a couple months ago. And it was just a great experience.
Man.
I also know all the lines. It's also one of my favorite movies of all time. It came out the year I was born. It's got all that good stuff, and it's not just like a good like comic book movie, kids movie, whatever. It's a good film. Yeah. So I really enjoyed that movie. I was very happy to see it again in theaters.
Okay. I have never really gotten into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at all, really. So I haven't seen it, but you all are hyping it up. So maybe I'll check it out at some point.
Got the turtles. I'm actually wearing turtles right now.
Okay.
I got scared for a second when he started lifting the hoodie. I was like, whoa. Hold on. What's going on here?
This is a PG program.
It is.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, we get R-rated? Okay.
Okay, all right.
I just so happen to have my turtle shirt on.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I'll talk about my third pick. Number 3 for me is Soul Food from 1997.
Ooh.
Now, I love this movie. I've reviewed it on Submedia Reviews before, and I feel like it's one of the films that really captures the spirit of Black families in a way that feels authentic. And I would love to be in the front row in a theater full of Black people yelling at Cousin Faith. Like, that would be so much
That's amazing.
fun. Yes. Or yelling when Terry grabs that knife, get him. Like, I just would love to be in a movie theater, and it has so many cultural moments, you know, Big Mama Yo Arm. I would just love to hear people like calling out the quotables and talking to the screen. Kind of similar to the reason why you picked Skidmarink, like just wanting to be there and experience that together. I feel like it would be cool just to watch it on a big screen and to have everyone kind of collectively be Black at the screen. It just sounds fun.
Yes, I love that.
Sounds amazing.
I love it. I love that idea. I would love to be Black at the screen. I'm dead ass. Like when the little, I forget the little boy's name, the kid's name. When he leaves the rag on the stove, that theater gonna go crazy. Because they told that boy not to leave that rag.
You're gonna hear a lot of that. What you mean?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because I hear a lot of that when I went to go see Sinners. It was a lot of that. It was,
a lot of that.
Oh no, he didn't. I was like, what is happening right now?
And you know us, we watch movies like we never seen it before.
Yeah,
that is true.
So that would be great. I would love to be there.
Don't let Cousin Faye come to your house. You know, don't do it. It's hilarious.
There's been some recent Cousin Faith propaganda in the past few years about how she wasn't really, you know what I mean, the villain. That was actually, I think Terry was the villain. I think people were saying Terry was the villain.
No, Terry was a victim.
It's been some propaganda.
That is propaganda. Terry was the victim. Yeah. She wasn't always right, but her family financially abused her.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Kenny, tell us what your number 3 is.
My number 3 is, in fact, number 3. It's Star Wars Episode 3. And it is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in terms of like visuals. So when you open up the movie, you're in a space battle that looks amazing, and it's very dynamic in the way that it's shot. And I just like we talked about before, how soon can I get to the good stuff? It gets to the good stuff like very quickly. After the text crawl that I will not be able to read because I'm too close to the screen, it will get I love it. And what I thought about most was the final battle, the final fight on Mustafar, like the giant volcanic planet, and how cool that will look up close. And then you have Yoda fighting Palpatine, and he let him go because he said, I lost. Nobody told you that you lost. You ran away. I don't know why you did that. Like who told you failed? You just left. What do you mean? So anyway,
I love how Kenny just starts talking to characters in the movie like they're here. It's the best thing ever.
Into exile I must go. Who told you that? Who told you? Anyway, so yeah, like I would love to be there. And then you got General Grievous and all this other Star Wars stuff that's all throughout the movie. It would just be a great time. It's not even my favorite Star Wars movie, but in terms of the visual aspect, I do like it quite a bit. It's actually my third favorite. Funny enough, it is 3, 3, and 3. So yeah, but
Bars.
yeah, that would be my my answer for number 3. It would just be a great time.
That sounds fun. I was waiting for there to be a Star Wars one. I personally have probably only seen 1 or 2 Star Wars films, so I can't follow the saga, and I don't feel good about starting at the beginning.
It's very difficult. I'll tell you that much.
I don't feel good about starting at the beginning, and then I feel like some people might suggest that I watch them out of order because there are prequels, or I don't know.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where like
people will say like 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. It's like, hey, listen, put it in order. Like,
chronological.
And right.
Let's do that. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't know how to play spades by now, then don't worry about it. That's how I feel about Star Wars. Don't.
That's a great comp for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Any thoughts?
I do know how to play spades, so.
I learned in college. I almost aged out.
Oh yeah, you were on the verge.
Yep, for sure.
I definitely aged out. Never learned. See me on Uno, but not spades.
Yeah,
right.
Not that new Uno.
Zach, you have any thoughts about the Star Wars pick?
I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars. I probably wouldn't go check any of them out in theaters. I'm a very, very casual fan. Like, I've seen all the movies. I've seen some of the shows. I like some, but I'm not in love with the franchise. I don't know all the quotables. I don't remember the name of all the characters. I know like the major ones. So like when you said episode 3, I was like, which one is that? And then you said the molten ball. Whatever the fight with the fire. That's that one.
Volcano planet.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I know that visual. I've seen that in the edits and stuff like that when people do tributes. But like, I'm not huge. There's like franchises like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and a couple others that's just kind of like missed me. And then like I go back and watch them, and I was like, I feel like I should have watched this when it came out, so I could have had that communal thing. Like now that I'm watching it on my own, it's not the same.
And to clarify, the only reason why I twisted my face like that is because me and you have talked about Star Wars so much that I just assumed that you were a fan. Like, we've talked about it in detail for hours. And it's like, wait, when did this happen?
I'm not
I didn't know
like,
that you didn't like the franchise. Why were we talking about it?
It's not that I don't like the franchise. I'm just like, it's not top 10 franchise for me. You know,
if we're being honest.
Not top 10?
There's...
For me, personally.
Yeah. I would put it in the top 10. But if we're being honest, out of I think this saga itself is like 9 movies. 3 of them are good. And I know that might get you some heat in your comments section, but 3 of them are good. So yeah, I don't blame people for not wanting to get into. I'm not some weird like Star Wars. What did you say? Oh my god! Like it's entertainment. Number 1, calm down, buddy. And number 2, yeah, it's. I can see why people wouldn't want to get into it in this late stage, especially the way Star Wars fans do act. So yeah.
Do you know what? The Star Wars fan piece is a big deal. That's that is a big deal. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all, I'm going to move on to number 2, and I'll kick us off this time. I feel like this is a little interesting, but I picked Fifth Element.
Ooh, nice.
I feel like the movie is super fun. It's futuristic. It's very colorful. We have our action bits. We have comedy. We got Chris Tucker as Ruby Rhod, which I love. And I think this would be a really fun film to watch on the big screen. The movie is a little long, but I do think it would be super fun to see that blue alien, you know, singing in the Dolby Atmos, you know, surround sound. And I mean,
it got to be IMAX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I don't.
Because when she hit them notes, she was killing that. She was killing that.
She was. I mean, we got Bruce Willis. He on a mission to save the world, and Chris Tucker sprinkled in. We got Debo in the movie. We got the dude that plays Sirius Black, which I had a hard time connecting that. What's his name?
He's been in so much stuff.
And he looks different each time.
Gary Oldman.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Talk about range.
Yes.
Range. Crazy range.
Yes, for sure. Him with his little comb over, you know.
I love that plastic thing on his head.
Yes, he's everything about the movie, from how fun and how colorful it is, even if the graphics will be bad, because we know they'll be bad. I think it would be super fun to be in a theater full of people watching this movie. I love it.
You know what would be good? To be the person that's seen it and be in a theater full of people who've never seen it and watching the reactions as it keeps going, especially with Chris Tucker. That would be so entertaining.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
I had to look this up to make sure I was correct. But fun fact, Bruce Willis' character and Gary Oldman's character never meet in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, they never see each other.
That's crazy.
Not once. I remember hearing that way back in the day and then rewatching it. And Kiara, just like you said, that movie's way longer than I remember it being. But yeah, they never see each other.
Now that you say it, I didn't put two and two together. You know, villains. I mean, if for the first 3 Harry Potter movies, I mean, I guess Voldemort, only we kind of get to meet him a little bit. So you could still be an effective villain and not, you know, come into contact with your hero. Yep. This is very interesting.
1,000% correct.
Y'all know that this story was written by like a 16-year-old?
I can see that.
Exactly.
I can definitely see that. There's a lot of like, and the blue lady, she was doing opera and they were finding 6 stones and this one of the stones were in her stomach. It's like, all right, buddy, what are you talking about? But it's great.
It is.
I love it. I love that movie.
It's so fantastical. Cool. Cool. All right, Kenny, you go next. What's your number 2 pick?
My number 2 is also a number 2 in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That movie, tears. You know what I mean? So there's an emotional connection I have to Miles Morales. Even in like the first movie, Into the Spider-Verse, I cried 5 seconds into the movie. I was like, I cannot believe what I'm seeing on screen right now. Just this little black boy just doing art at his desk. You know what I mean? And then when he started speaking Spanish, because I'm partially Puerto Rican, I'm like quarter Rican, right? My grandmother's fully Puerto Rican. So like, I just had like a connection to that character. But that second movie visually is incredible. I mean, you're talking about like 3 or 4 different art directions across the film. Every character is drawn completely differently, which is crazy to me. Or just about every character. And the colors and the music is in that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Hey, I never liked Coi Leray before, but that song that she had on that joint, that joint was fire. But yeah, so all of that, and then I get to see the fight scene with him running away from Miguel, who was tripping, and they're on the train. He's like, "You don't belong here. You shouldn't exist." He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing." Like all that, like I'm like tears, because this little black boy is finding himself as he's fighting when people tell him he don't belong. He doesn't deserve to be Spider-Man. Like, no, don't tell that boy that. And then so yeah, man, I just like that movie. That movie just it hits me right here in the feels. So yeah, I would love to see it.
I have not seen it.
Okay.
I saw Into the Spider-Verse and thought it was amazing. And I felt like the animation and everything was very colorful and vivid and very unique. Like I hadn't seen anything else animated quite like it. And that was shortly after Stan Lee died. So, you know, that was a big deal too. But if the second one is as good as that one, it totally makes sense to me that you would.
It might be better.
It
really?
Might be
okay.
Better. I debate all the time.
might be better. I would suggest watch that and also watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which is also in a similar art style, but like adjacent. And also
is that the one with
Puss
the
in
little
Boots
black
Last Wish.
kids doing the voiceovers?
Yeah.
Bacon, egg, and cheese, or whatever. Like,
As a New Yorker, I was like, yes, I'm represented finally on the screen. Forget Black Panther. This is what I need.
Were they wearing Timberlands?
No. It didn't go that far. That would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing. I want to watch.
When they started screaming "Yer," I was like,
yes,
absolute cinema. Cinema.
I said this about that movie before. Like, this was the first time the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles felt like teenagers.
Yeah.
Like actual teenage. Because every other time they feel like 20-year-olds who are just like living with their rat dad. Like, but these teenagers feel like teenagers. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. I'll look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, their adoptive father is a rat. I don't know if you know that.
Master Splinter, yeah. I know a little bit.
Yep.
He's like, I know that much.
Yeah, I know a little bit.
It's just like when you say it out loud, it just gets crazy.
Yeah. You know, I think I actually figured out who Master Splinter was from Kendrick Lamar. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? In Kendrick Lamar's first big album, Good Kid, Mad City, he has
Mad City.
One of the intro songs says Master Splinter's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I was like, who is Master Splinter? Because the girl was a rat. So I that's where I think
that is hilarious.
That's that triple entendre.
Right. Exactly. Okay, Zach, you ready for tell us your number two pick?
Yeah, my number 2 has been said already. It's one of my favorite. Well, actually, it is my favorite movie of all time. That's Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Okay.
This is a movie that I've seen twice in theaters, which is a rarity. I went by myself, and then I went with a friend because I was like, "You got to see this," and then we both cried together. And then I've seen it at home as well, and I've seen it in bits and pieces over the years since it's come out. And I would love to go see it again, even if I'm in the first row. I could be in the first row in the corner. I know this movie so well. It's so fun. I would just love to experience the scene where they both turn into rocks again. Like, I've never seen anything like that. Because I'm like, why am I crying over some rocks talking to each other and their lips ain't moving? What's happening right now? Or like Jamie Lee Curtis and Michelle Yeoh's lesbian love affair in a different universe, and why that was so emotional. And like it was just such a great, colorful, sensory overload. The soundtrack is great. The sound effects it's just everything is just in your face all the time, just like the movie says. So I would love to watch that again in theaters, no matter where I'm sitting.
Yeah. Everything in your face all at once. Yeah.
All the time.
Again, I really enjoyed the movie. One thing that I've only seen it once, but one thing that really stuck with me that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about is I love the piece about her husband and like why he was the way he was. The story is mostly about the mother-daughter relationship, but I really like the piece about her and her husband.
Yeah. The thing of like he would have done laundry with her forever if she wanted to. That really got me too. Because a lot of people's like, you got to be successful, but you might miss out on those small important moments with the person you love. That was great. Crying here. I know. That scene hit so hard because if you look at how the movie set it up, it's like she's this big movie star, he's this big producer movie star, and they have everything they would want, but they don't have each other.
Yeah. I'm still holding back tears from like the Spider-Verse conversation. And I was holding back. Now you brought them back to the forefront. So.
For sure. Okay. All right. It's time for number 1 picks. Kenny, you start us off. What is your top front row movie pick?
The Lion King. It has to be.
Okay.
Nothing in my life. This is my favorite movie of all time. I don't care if the classic. It's The Lion King, right? So I know every word, and I do not care about sitting in the front row because I'm not even going to be sitting in the front row. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to conduct the rest of the theater and we gonna sing this together. We gonna say every word. You know what I mean? Like, so Circle of Life. We hitting all the hits. Don't tell me I forgot the name of the song. Scar song.
Be prepared.
My be prepared. I wasn't prepared to say it, but yeah, be prepared.
Fake fan.
When because we gonna be marching just like the hyenas, but we shouldn't because they were emblemating Nazis, so we're not gonna do that. Actually,
I have never made that connection.
Back.
I thought you were gonna say a dictator, but it makes sense
because if they were marching with one paw up, like the Nazi salute. Disney was wilding in '94. Actually, they've been wilding forever. But but yeah, like that movie, and then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle Mufasa falling off that cliff right in front of my face. You know what I mean? But we're gonna make it through because of Hakuna Matata. You know what I'm saying? So that movie, that movie is. You know what's funny about Hakuna Matata? Just quick sidebar. You find out at the end of the movie that it's the wrong lesson for Simba to learn. It doesn't it doesn't mean no words for the rest of your days. Like you can't just forget everything. But it's the most memorable song in there, and that's the one we sing the most, even though it's the wrong lesson. Anyway, but yeah.
I hadn't thought about that. I think now that I'm thinking about it with what you just said, it was the right song for Simba to connect with Timon and Pumbaa because he was running.
Right.
So like, come with us. You don't have to worry about nothing. And that appealed to Simba, even though he had a responsibility to, you know, be the king.
And when Nala came back, she said, "Oh, it's time to put away childish things." You needed that at that time. But now you got to come back and be who you are. Anyway, I'm not going preaching here. But yeah,
he had a Rumspringa. Y'all know what Rumspringa is?
No, that just took me by surprise. I don't know what that is.
People in the comments, please correct me if I'm incorrect. But in the not Mormon. No, it's the folks who don't use technology. Quakers?
Oh, Amish.
Amish, yes.
Amish. Yep.
Amish children, when they become a certain age, do something called Rumspringa, where they actually can go out into the world and experience the world outside of their Amish community.
Yep.
And then
I've heard of this, yeah.
My understanding is that they get to decide whether they want to return to the Amish faith and the Amish community, or if they want to stay living their lives out in the world.
Yep.
And so Simba kind of had a Rumspringa.
Over my
I wonder what the percentage of that is. Like, how many percentage of people return back to the Amish
I'm
life?
curious about that too.
Yeah, I could get some of it partially wrong. This is just my understanding, so correct me in the comments.
Over my wife's and I's anniversary trip, we actually went down to the Amish country. It's in the middle of PA. That's where the most where I'm in Philly. That's where the most of the Amish are, and we took a tour. We went on tour, and it was great. And yeah, we learned about that too. And they're not shunned if they choose to go out, right? The only time that they are shunned is if you choose to stay and then leave. But if you choose to leave and then come back, you're not shunned, right? Because they feel like, hey, you made a commitment and now you're leaving. But if not, you can come and go as you please if you do decide not to follow the Amish faith. They have no resentment towards the kids who go out or anything like that.
So they're not a cult.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's not cultish at all. It's like, hey, no, you go. You do what you want to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Okay. That was your number one. Zach, you're next. What's your top pick?
So my top pick is going to be a controversial one, but it's one based off pure nostalgia. This is pure nostalgia because I actually did this already. I've seen this movie in the front row, and so I'm going to tell the story leading up to it. So like you're not like, why did he pick this movie? So this movie came out when I was 10, 11 years old, maybe 13, around that range, preteen, maybe early teens. And I went with my best friend at the time. This is the first time we both went to the movies by ourselves with no parents. And we didn't know how this stuff works because we always had parents. So we went in there with a little bit of cash that we saved up to go see this movie because this is the third movie in the franchise. We were super hyped. One of our favorite characters. We go up to the teller to get the food. We find out that hot dogs and drinks are like $400 million. So the money that we had was only good enough for one hot dog and two drinks. So we got one hot dog, two drinks, and then this was before assigned seating. So we got to sit in the front row because we took our sweet ass time to get to the theater.
Okay.
Because we didn't realize that's why our parents used to rush us. Like, hurry up, go, save the seats.
Y'all learned so many lessons.
Yeah, so many lessons. So many lessons in one day.
I don't know how many lessons
power.
end with you sharing a glizzy with your friend. Like,
wow. I don't know if I want to tell this story. So, guys, you see in history here. This is the second and last time I collaborate with Kiara. I'm done.
it's just so funny. You all splitting a hot dog. That's hilarious.
That is right. Yeah.
So we sit in our front row with our glizzy and cut it in half, and we eat it. We drink our drinks, and we sit up to watch Spider-Man 3. And we have an amazing time watching Spider-Man 3 in the first row after watching Spider-Man 1 and 2 together with family. And loving it, and it's being excited. This is the last one. Seeing Sandman, the Sandman effects were amazing. Awesome. We didn't know Venom was going to be in the movie at all. So Venom.
Oh, that's a great surprise.
Yeah. So seeing Venom, knowing how much Venom got me into comic books, right? Like I used to go to my mom's job. There was a bodega there, and they used to have comics on a little stand. And Venom: Lethal Protector was the comic I first bought and started reading before I even knew who Spider-Man was, and I really liked him. So seeing him brought to life, even though he was a little butchered, was really, really fun. And I really liked the movie, and I still like the movie despite all the issues that it has. And I just remember us, even though we were like this, having us a great time. So I would love to do that again with that same guy as adults in the front row with one glizzy, two drinks, and experience it again.
I don't know if as adults he'll be okay with y'all sharing glizzy. But
if it's a foot long, maybe.
I do have a question.
Maybe.
I do have a question. Be mature, Kenny. How did y'all react during the dance scene?
Oh, pure laughter. Pure, unadulterated, what the hell is going on laughter. Yeah. Especially we were like, whoa. Who is this?
Yeah.
This is not the Peter Parker we know. What is he doing?
I wasn't sitting in the front row, and I was like, "What is happening?"
But then when he got into when he was in the club, and I think he pushed Mary Jane, we were like, "Good for her," because everybody hates Mary Jane in this franchise. She's the worst. So we were like,
I don't understand why people hate her.
She treats Peter like shit. She never cares about anything that's going on in his life. It's always, I'm struggling actress. I don't care that you got fired. You need to be at my show. She sucks. So yeah,
we can have that debate.
But yeah, it was so much twists and turns, so many characters, everything that was going on with the Green Goblin, New Goblin, or whatever. And the fact that they followed up the whole like him killing his father angle. It was just a really great experience. So I would love to relive it as an adult with my friend.
That sounds like fun, man.
It does sound like fun. It's very interesting that you picked a very specific memory to go back to and like just bring it back to life. I feel like I've only seen that movie one time, and by that time I was just like not paying attention. I don't remember a lot of what happened, but my family, we watched the first and second Spider-Man a lot, and we were really, really into the Tobey Maguire version of the film.
Because those movies are great.
They are. The best Uncle Ben or Auntie Ben or whatever.
By far.
Yeah.
Easily.
By far.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those first two movies are fantastic. That third one, I literally went back to the theater to validate. This movie isn't that bad, right? It was. But I still had a good time. I was like, I can't. Like, I feel like I went back just to make sure that the dancing didn't happen. Like, I had like a fever dream. But I still have a good time with that movie, even though I don't think it's good. I think it's like I don't understand why Sandman is flying around the city like Emotep. Like I don't understand how that works. You're sand. You can't fly because you're sand. I don't. Anyway, but yeah. So
You just let
we
the
can
wind
talk comic book
carry you.
physics. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
There's
was
some
doing the
science
Emotep
behind it
thing.
somewhere.
For sure. Well, I think that is very fun. Very fun. I will close this out
Yeah.
with my number one pick. I think it's. I don't think you all will expect this from me. Independence Day from 1996.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Nice.
So,
Oh yes.
nothing gets the heart pumping like a movie about an alien apocalypse. Okay? Like,
Yes.
I chose this as my number one pick because for July 4th in 2024, I did the Submedia Reviews review for it. And I was shocked by how well the graphics held up because the way they did the
They do look
graphics
great.
was with models. So it's not cartoon CGI. It's actually a real physical
Yeah.
thing that they are,
That makes a
you know,
difference.
filming and creating the experience. And I was like, this movie is really old, but all of the graphics and things actually look really good. So I think it would be cool to see young Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum
Yes.
and stripper Vivica
Yes.
A. Fox up on the big screen. And it's a roller coaster of emotions. There's big explosions. There's, you know, weird aliens. There's the scene in the desert that I really like that I think is very vivid. I think it would
Classic
just be
scene.
great
Yeah.
and super cool to kind of see that on the big screen and hear that speech that the president gives at the end of the movie. And it's,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a great speech.
It is.
That's a great movie speech.
it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So yeah, I think it would just be really fun to watch that on the big screen.
Yeah, see
Absolutely.
young Will Smith again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, young Willard. We out here. Yeah, that would be a fantastic time at the movies.
Yeah.
There's so much good in that movie. I love that movie so much. And also, like
Same.
what you mentioned about it holding up with 3D models, that's the same thing with what you mentioned before with Jurassic Park. It blows my mind how good that first Jurassic Park still looks.
Yeah.
It looks better than a lot of movies do today, and a lot of it is because it is practical stuff.
effects.
But yeah, like that movie looks amazing today. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Okay, y'all. Well, that was fun. We went through all of our lists. I love you all's picks. It sounds like we only had one repeat. But I think that was Everything Everywhere All
Yep.
at Once.
Yep.
But that was fun. I feel like everyone had legit picks. I'm not going to crap on any of y'all's picks. They were all really good. And had good rationale. Okay, so that was a fun, interesting discussion. I feel like it's probably hard for you all to narrow it down to just those 5. So did any of you have
It was.
any honorable mentions that you want to talk about now?
Yeah, I had some that were honorable mentions that I kept off for very specific reasons. Dune was one. Dune Part 2 specifically was one of them that I kept off because similar to what you said, not similar to what you said. You mentioned Independence Day, like the desert scene. It's great that that's a scene. I cannot spend an entire movie in the desert like that close. Like that would be. It's not visually dynamic enough for me to want to be there, even though I love that movie and I think that it's that movie's made for the theater. But yeah, I don't think that, Armageddon I've mentioned earlier, was one that I would love to see in the theater. But probably not that close, only because, like I was mentioning before, it doesn't get to the good stuff until like an hour and some change into the movie, right? They don't leave Earth for like an hour. And Back to the Future is one that I would love to see in the theater again. Yeah, and I didn't even see this when I was making this list. Terminator 2 would be great.
I'm down.
I would love to see Terminator 2 in the theater.
Yes.
But yeah, those are my picks. I do love Zach's pick of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That would be great in the theater. Yeah, and your pick of Jurassic Park, I would love to see that in the theater, even if it's right here. Yeah, those are 2 phenomenal picks. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, for sure. What about you, Zach? Did you have any honorable mentions you want to bring up?
Yeah, so I have three of them are specifically for visual and hype moments. Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War,
Okay.
Doom Part 2, and Interstellar. I think visually, sound wise, these are top tier movies and they're emotionally engaging. Infinity War, just to experience the ending again, specifically
Yeah.
just to have people who maybe never seen it before, that'd be great just to see them all depressed. And do part two of Interstellar just because of how visual insane they look. And my last option is a movie that me and Kenny actually watched together. It's called Mads, a very underrated
Oh, that
film. I
yeah.
would
Okay.
love
Yeah.
to see that in the theaters. It's a horror movie. I noticed that that's not your jam. It's following basically patient zero from when they got bit to all the way throughout the movie. It's a one take movie, so there's no
Okay.
actual like cuts to scenes. The movie starts and the whole 2 hours is just straight one take, and it's insane how it happens and how it interacts with different characters and how it passes on. And this is the first time I feel like we slowly saw someone turn into a zombie, like from when they
Yeah.
got bit to the point where they
Yeah.
actually turned, and how that looks. And the movie was just amazing to watch. I watched it, and then I told Kenny about it, and he was like, "I want to watch that," and I was like, "I'll watch it with you again tomorrow." And then we watched it again, and I appreciated
It
it
was
even
great.
more on the
Yeah.
second watch. So I feel like on a third watch in the theater with a bunch of people who've never seen it before, amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fun. I don't know that I've seen a movie filmed with that same concept or just like one shot. I think that's very interesting.
I know that's probably really hard. I think 1917, the war movie is like that. And then
Yeah,
that's
it
like the
is.
only two
That
movies I've
was
seen.
And I'm not
That
a
was
war movie
fantastic, too.
girl.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other honorable mention that I kept out for a very specific reason was Godzilla -1. I would love to see that again. However, I'm not reading subtitles that close. Like,
That would be hard. That would be
difficult.
hard. Yes.
Yeah.
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 I really enjoyed
And
Godzilla
Zach-
-1.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great movie.
It
That's my favorite Godzilla movie. And I thought about a lot of Godzilla stuff, and I was like, I love a lot of Godzilla movies, but I don't know if I want to sit in the front row for it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus it's
And I'm trying to
more
remember
of a
the other one
drama.
was, but we can move on.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
That too. Like he's gone for a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be difficult. But I just love that movie so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Speaking of it, Godzilla. Got it right here.
Nice. Oh, that's what it was. I know some people are sub over dub or what have you with anime.
Yeah.
Honestly, that Demon Slayer movie, I would sit in the front row.
Yeah, but not with subtitles because I was
Not with
struggling and I was in the middle.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I'm up front, I'm not gonna understand what's happening in the movie. So,
And I watched it with dub, so I was fine. But one reason why I would keep it off that last hour is one long narrative like flashback, and I'm like, hey, listen, I feel you, but I'm gonna have to dip out, or I'm gonna have to get up and stand a few rows back out of people's line of sight because that man was talking for a good hour. But yeah, but at the same time, the movie is phenomenal. I would love to see that big screen in my face once again. Yeah.
I of course have not seen Demon Slayer. But I'm sure it's visually pleasing. A lot of animes have that going for them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I only have two honorable mentions. One of them was Space Jam because I thought it would just be fun to see the colors and
Hey, that would be fun.
relive the little
Welcome
kid
to
that loves
Space
Looney
Jam.
Tunes. And yeah, the music is so good in Space Jam 2, so the soundtrack would be really good. So I thought that would be fun. But then I also picked Die Hard, which is action packed, and but I didn't want to do two Bruce Willis movies, so I picked Fifth Element because it's more vivid.
Also similar to Fifth Element, that movie is long.
Die Hard is long.
That movie is very long. I remember I was at a Christmas party with my family, and we put it on, and I was like, "This is still on? This is long."
Oh yeah, it's longer than Fifth Element. But shout out to Bruce Willis. Hopefully he's in good health.
Yeah.
You know, he's going through
hopefully.
health issues.
Haven't heard anything about
That's
it in a
such
while.
a shame, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, we went over our honorable mentions. We went over our top 5. I think it was a really fun list that each of us put together. So huge thanks to both of you, Kenny and Zach, for joining me today. You all make sure that you check out all of their channels. Their links will be in the description. I'll put some of their social media stuff in there as well. Any final thoughts before we sign off?
I just want to say thank you for, one, your patience. Because I'm sorry. Once again, I have to apologize. I got some things to figure out in my life after this is over. But two, I just want to thank you for inviting me on the show, because this has been a very fun experience. And for the honor of being on the first episode, I really appreciate that, and I cannot thank you enough for thinking of me, of us.
For sure, and I'm so happy to have you here. This is our first time and won't be our last time collaborating.
Yeah, and similar vein to what Kenny's saying, sometimes, you know, I make videos every week. I do live streams every week. I collab sometimes with people. Sometimes you need something like this that gets back to the basics of why you love film, just talking about it and having fun. Yep. That gets you inspired. It makes you like, this is what I do it for. So this live stream did that for me. I really appreciate you having me on.
For sure. Thank you. And I'll be inviting you all back over time. So I'll be in your inbox. Okay.
I'll be looking out for it.
Nice. Glizzy emojis for everybody. We don't have to share. Okay. So listeners, now we want to hear from you. Tell us your top 5 front row movies. Put it down in the comments or hit us up on social media, on YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next top 5 episode or another podcast episode. We just kicked off season 2. We've already got a handful of new episodes for you to check out. So next week, me and a special guest will be reviewing the Pokemon movie, the first one. And in 2 weeks, a different special guest is going to join me to count down our top 5 holiday movies. So stay tuned. Check it out anywhere you listen to podcasts. Come back to the YouTube channel. We'll be here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll catch you next time. Peace out.